Hi, family. I'm Marshall Sade, and I have a word for you today. Okay, so I'm super excited about this topic. Um, I was led back to Romans 12 to be transforming by the renewing of your mind. So that means we have to make sure that we are proactive about changing our thoughts. Because once you change your thoughts, therefore that honors God, because God doesn't want us to live in worry and fear and anxiety and all these things that are all of the above. God doesn't want us to live in those places, and we have to know the difference between a thought and a thought that is of the enemy, because we can also be our worst enemies as well, because we can also be our own worst enemy as well. So we always want to make sure that, I know for me personally, anytime I think of something negative, I replace it with a positive thought, because it's so important that we think our way into how we want to live. So if you're thinking of something negative, quickly just replace it with a positive thought, and just see how, when you're doing that consistently throughout your days, see how your mood shifts, see how your day goes. And it even uplifts my spirit a lot of times when I do it, because it's like, wow, you can really switch. Your mood will completely change throughout your day based on your thoughts. So be transformed by the renewing of your mind. We have to renew our thoughts, man. It's a lot of things that I was even taught growing up that I literally just did not go for. I said, you know what? I don't believe that all men cheat. I was literally programmed my entire life to think that every man in this entire world cheats. And I grew up almost believing that, just because it was like programmed into my subconscious mind growing up. But I always had this rebellious, thought in my mind, like, no, you mean to tell me every man on this earth is disloyal? I don't believe it. I don't believe it, because I know how I am. I'm a very loyal, kind-hearted person. So you can tell me that it's not someone that is out there that is for me, that has similar traits as me, and has similar an ideal, you know, lifestyle similar to mine, relationships, ideal relationship similar to mine. I just didn't believe it. So we have to make sure that we're always conscious and listening to ourselves. Because even a lot of things, just because like someone's older than you, or they're adult, or they're just like, you have to have that discernment to know, okay, this is what I'm going to take on in my life. And then this part, I'm just going to learn from it, and then I'm going to do better, you know? And a lot of times, going throughout this life, nobody has a brochure, you know. We have to stay at the source, and that is God. Once you stay with God, I don't care if you ever feel like you could just do this thing called life on your own. I kid you not, I was once there. I felt like, oh, I can just do this on my own. I'm not going to listen to my parents. I'm not going to listen to nobody. I'm going to do what I want to do. And then God humbles you. Every single time, the root always comes back to God. Every time I felt lost, I went to God. Every time I felt some way, I went to God. And it's like, if God is always the source, let me get close with Him, okay? Because let me get close with God. Because if that is the answer all the time, anytime I ever was maybe, felt like it was too much pressure or I was struggling in some type of area in my life, I always went to God. And every time, it never fails, I come out on that other end better than what I came to God with, whatever that was. So I am living proof that as long as you continue to build that relationship with God, and it's always a never ending thing building a relationship with God. I'm just here, sharing my experiences that I go through. But yeah, every day transform your thoughts, man. Every day is an opportunity to choose the life that you want to live. Choose peace of mind. Choose those positive thoughts. If you're around people that's talking negative, I eliminate them. I done deleted so many people out of my life. Woo! Oh my gosh. I did a whole complete 180. Okay? And that's what I learned too. It's not 360. Because if it's a 360, you're going to end up right where you left off. But, okay, guys. I love you. And it's all love. LOHV.